Hi there, this is Paige with Stamp Girl here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm sharing with you the project that I'm making for that Smash That Small paper pad collab. This is hosted by Deb, who is Deb Hauk's Crafty Cottage here on YouTube. And we choose a 6x6, well actually we choose a paper pad that is smaller than 12x12. I chose a 6x6 paper pad. I finished up one paper pad. This is the second one that I'm starting. It's from Pebbles and it's called Family Ties. It has a lot of beautiful spring-like colors and designs in here. And here's a little quick flip through. I didn't get as much done this month from here as I had hoped to. Boy, the time change is really kicking my rear, and I just have not been all that motivated to create this month. I did make 4 projects. They're all very similar. These are memory decks cards. I hadn't made one in a very long time. I got this idea from Joanne, who is Happy Mail Stamper, I believe that's the name of her channel. She was talking about making memory decks envelopes, and I did mine a little bit different. I did make an envelope, and I think I used this punch board, but here's something really curious. I wanted to make a 4x4 envelope, and so on this small punch board, this mini punch board, you need a 6 1/4 inch piece of paper. And of course this is only 6x6, so I had to pull out some other paper from my stash to make the envelopes. This one you score at 3 1/8. Boy, it's really hard to read these numbers with these old eyes. Now I do have the regular size punch board, and that also has one for a 4x4. And this time it asks for a piece that is 6 7/8 square, and you score at 3 1/2. So 2 different measurements on these 2 boards to make a 4x4, or to make an envelope to fit a 4x4 card. Okay, so there's that. So then I used my dies from, is it Heidi Swap who had those memory decks dies? And this one is my favorite with the rounded top. So I die cut the striped paper from this paper pad, and then I took the die and traced around a second piece from the pad. I think it was this one that I didn't like as much as the others, and I just layered them up and put them on the front of the envelope. I decorated this memory decks card with some denim. This is some ribbon. It's denim ribbon with a little lacy trim on both sides. And then I had some denim flowers in my stash that had the beads sewn in. And then this is a little denim label. And then on the inside is the little card where you can write your information. This is a leftover piece of 6x6 from the previous paper pad that I hadn't used up, so I decided to cut them for this because I thought it would be easy to write your information on these lines. So I just die cut that and slipped it inside, and then there's one. This one is very similar, just a little bit different label on the front. The same paper on the inside. And then for these 2, I chose the pattern paper in here that was a scene of a tree, and I just pulled out some owl stickers from my stash, added some googly eyes to them. This one is a puffy owl. Actually, I think this one was a brad, and I just cut off the prongs and use glue dots to hold it down. And then this little hat, I'm not sure what stamp set that came from. Something from, an old stamp set, Cornish, anyway, you are a hoot. So that sentiment and this little hat came from a old stamp set. And then this was a little brad. The skunk was a little brad, and again I cut off the prongs and I just put some dimensionals behind it so the little skunk would stand out. And so I made 2 of those. And then the papers for the inside is from this paper pad. It's the birdhouses. So not much done this month, just haven't really felt like creating much, and oh well, hopefully next month will be better for me. I would like to thank you for joining me, and down below will be a link to all the participants in this collaboration. Please check them out to get some ideas on how to use up your smaller paper pads. And now I'm off to create.